Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've been on YouTube. A lot has happened since the summer, chief among them my cross-country move to the East Coast. I've lived in Texas for the vast majority of my life and in the same house for the past 11 years. So when our family made the decision to move up here, it was our focus for the past 5 months. During that process, I had to put my dolls in storage and I missed them so much. And it was only this week that I was able to get around to unpacking them. And right now they're occupying the floor in this closet behind me, but I'm expecting to get some shelves next weekend so that I can put them up for display. I had also wanted to get this video out before the end of the year, but I decided to give myself some grace and recognize that it wasn't going to happen. But I still wanted to do it because this is my favorite video to do, to share, and to watch by others. So I wanted to go in and do my year-in review for the BJD Hobby. The first doll to arrive in 2022 was a Dragra Dolls Hana, which is Tatterpunk Jendy's doll line. I purchased her directly from her Etsy store, and she is a 3D printed resin sculpt. I haven't decided on her character just yet, so I haven't done anything with it. I also wanted to paint her myself, but time just never opened itself up to be able to do it, so I'll probably send her out for a face up so that she can actually be finished. The next doll to come in was my Dollstown 17-year-old body. This is the one that was supposedly in stock but didn't actually end up being in stock, so I had to take it as a made-to-order doll body. And this doll body was originally for Neoma, but I have since acquired a Dolce 16F body, which suits her much better. So the Dolce Diana head that came with the 16F body is on the Vision body by Dollstown, and it's still in a box right now in the back because I have yet to unpack her. But when the shelves arrive, hopefully I'll be able to get her out as well. In the spring, my Meeks doll Feral joined, and I ordered him last year in October directly from Meeks doll. His name is Glaive, and he is Neoma's younger brother. I haven't spent that much time with him, mainly because when he arrived, I sent him out for a face up, and by the time he got back, it was time to put him into storage because we were getting ready to move. But my plans are to build a more extensive background for him and flesh out what their relationship looks like. And then the first impulse purchase of the year was the Rugged Realism Alphabets body. This popped up on the secondhand market, and I reached out to the seller as soon as I could and was lucky enough to acquire it and was so happy when it came home. I pondered for a while which doll head I wanted to put on the body, and around that time Ardeen had opened up a pre-order for the Aiden head, and I thought that it would be a great fit, so I joined that pre-order. Feeling that I was over-indexing on guys in my collection, I decided next to get a Ipple House Vanessa, which I purchased from Jen secondhand, and I don't have a full character for her fleshed out yet either, but I'm thinking she's going to be a good friend of Winry's, childhood friend, but I haven't given her a name or fleshed out any more of her character, but she's coming along. My second impulse purchase came along with my first impulse purchase, which is a Rugged Realism Epsilon head. I really wasn't expecting to be able to acquire a corresponding head for the Alphabets body, and it happened to pop up on the secondhand market while the Ardeen sculpt was en route from Korea to me. So I had to get it. I did, and they both happened to arrive within a single day of each other. So for now, I think they will be sharing the body, and they're gonna have to deal with that. And the last doll to arrive home this year is my LLT Ballerino Neo. I ordered him in October of 2021 and he arrived just before we were moving everything into storage to pack. So I haven't even had a chance to edit his video. I filmed his unboxing, but wasn't able to share it due to time constraints. That said, he is out for his face up, so maybe I'll do a combo video of his unboxing as well as his face up reveal when he arrives home. And that's everyone that joined my crew this year. So who left? Well, only one doll left, and it's not even a full doll, it's just the doll body, which is the Feeple 65 body that I had originally gotten for Neoma, but I felt that it didn't fit with any of the characters that I wanted to put together for my crew. So I have since released her to a new owner, and she seems happy in her new home, and that's all good on that front. Let's have a look at who got worked on and attention this year. Firstly, Neoma and Saffron both got new face-ups because I damaged the original ones that they had. Neoma got a face-up from Komorebi Dolls, and her original face-up was by Pepstars World. Saffron, on the other hand, got the same face-up from Liv of Milkweed and Honey BJDs. Liv also painted my Dolce Diana heads, which are still in storage at the moment. And I need to figure out what her character will be. Right now, all I have is that she is a college student, but how she relates to my main crew isn't something that's come to me just yet. And then we have Glaive, who also got a face-up from Komorebi Dolls and was painted at the same time as Neoma. And he came back with such a sweet and slightly sad expression. I love his face so much. I hope to be able to take more photos of him soon. And that's everyone that's here that got a face up. I do have 4 more dolls incoming. I think they're actually going to arrive tomorrow from Komorebi Dolls. And they're the 4 dolls that I got in 2022, which are my Ardeen Aiden, LLT Neil, Ipple House Vanessa, and Rugged Realism Epsilon. So when they get here, I'll be happy to share them and see them all together. For now, here are some of the photos that Kira shared with me, and aren't they all so beautiful? Anyway, that means that almost everyone in my crew has a face up and is moving right along. A lot happened throughout the year, so I thought it would be fun to do a highlights and recap of 2022. So in no particular order, here are some of the accomplishments that I achieved. I got everyone shoes. I obtained a complete Rugged Realism doll. I attended my first BJD convention. I organized a local in-person meetup. And finally, I haphazardly hosted a card exchange but got these lovely cards. And as other platforms like to do summary stats on how you interacted with them this year, I thought it would be fun for me to do a quantitative approach to how I interacted with the hobby this year. And with that, I got 6 doll heads, 4 brand new, 2 from the secondhand market, 4 doll bodies, 3 new, 1 secondhand, commissioned 9 face-ups with 8 being new and 1 is a redo, 11 pairs of eyes, 9 wigs, 22 pieces of clothing with 8 tops and 14 bottoms, and finally 14 pairs of shoes. That is a ton of stuff that I acquired this year, but it was so fun to look back at what I did. Even with my cross-country move this year, I still feel like I did a lot in the doll hobby in 2022. So, what do I have planned for 2023? For my resin crew, I need to make some decisions. For example, my Mayu doll Matcha has been in her box the entire year because she no longer fits the aesthetic that I have and doesn't go along with the rest of my crew. I should probably find her a new home, but she's my first BJD ever, so I'm very conflicted about selling her. But she's not doing anything, and I might have even mentioned it in my video last year. So I need to decide on what I want to do with her. Another doll I need to make a decision on is my Ipple House Yui. So the longer I've owned this sculpt, the more I've come to dislike how pointy her nose is relative to the rest of her face. And I don't have any hard requirements on what I want except to have her nose be flatter. So I'll probably have to decide if I want to commission her nose to be reshaped by an artist or something. Another decision for me to make in 2023. Next, I expect the Rugged Realism Rites of Passage boys to arrive sometime in the next 3 months. And the decision I need to make there is who's going to stay, because in my indecisiveness at the time, I bought one of each sculpt and I don't have room for all 5 of them. So I need to make a decision on who's going to stay and who's going to go. And then lastly, there's Saffron. While I love the Black Cherry Doll Xiao Yu sculpt, it is a little too stylized, especially when I put her next to Neoma or Adeon. And while I think I can make it work, I feel like there just has to be another doll that is a better fit for what I'm going for, which is a realistic 7-year-old Asian girl. And if you happen to know of one, please, I'm looking for suggestions. And then there is the other collection that I have, which is my Frapzilla blooms. I don't know. I think if I'm honest, I got caught up in the hype on the Discord server of getting them, and I just bought way too many that then I can actually process. And while there's no hard deadline and it's not that they're not well made or fun to actually put together, I am just not as enthused as I once was when I purchased the dolls. So I need to figure out what I want to do with that collection and if I want to just rehome them or cull them or what. But again, mainly in 2023, I need to make some decisions on some of the dolls and the actions that I had started in previous years. As for non-resin plans, I'm hoping to rebuild my diorama. And given my new space constraints, I'm not going to be able to build it to the same size as I had in my old place. I'm hoping to draft some plans where they are modular and I can do multiple setups and breakdowns of different scenes, and I'm thinking it'll go in the corner that I have in this office over here. In 2022, I also purchased a lot of accessories and things for my dolls, which I rather enjoyed. Shopping for them is a lot more fun than shopping for myself when it comes to fashion. So I'll probably do more shopping in 2023 as to be able to have clothes that I can change out for the seasons. Then for the hobbies that are adjacent to the BJD Hobby that spawn, sewing is still on the top of my list. I do plan to do more sewing. I just need a way to set up my space and put away my things because I won't have a permanent setup for my sewing area anymore. But I still have the goal to make sure that all of my dolls are dressed in at least one outfit that I created for them. And I'm not giving on that just yet, though I've made it harder on myself because I keep acquiring dolls. So the denominator keeps changing. And then for my channel, I want to make at least one video a month, but if I'm honest, it takes a lot of time and investment to be able to produce a video, and it just takes a backseat to all the other things that I need to be able to do during the day. But I still find the process of creating videos, editing videos, and sharing them out to be really enjoyable, and it's a skill that I hope to continue to cultivate. And then one other skill that I hope to continue is photography. I bought a couple of lenses last year and I haven't had a chance to put them through their paces. And one of the things I'm hoping to do with more photographs is to be able to produce a photo book, a hardback bound cover of photos that I've taken. And I think right now I have maybe 2 pictures that I would be comfortable putting into that book, and maybe this year I can get up to 10 and ultimately get up to, I don't know, over I don't know, maybe 30 of them that I would need to be able to create a book. So advancement there is something that I hope will happen as well. And finally, in 2023, I hope to do more in-person stuff. So I moved into a brand new city in a different part of the country, and I don't know anyone here. So maybe I'll join a meetup, or maybe there's like a sewing group or a doll group that I can join so that I can meet some new people. I don't know, it's something that I hope to change in 2023, which is making a larger friend group. Related to that, I did buy my tickets for Resin Rose, so I will be going out to Clackamas in August, and hopefully I'll be able to meet other doll collectors and also buy things for my dolls. If you're planning on being there, please let me know. I would love for us to have the chance and meet and get to know each other. But that's all that I have planned for 2023, which is still a lot. Overall, 2022 was an incredibly eventful year, and I'm grateful for everything that I've experienced, even if certain parts of it were incredibly stressful. I hope that 2022 was more favorable than not for you, and I'm wishing everyone fulfillment in 2023. As always, thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye.